I think that this could be actually offensive in some regards. Hi guys, I'm aware I'm not looking the best today. I'm actually coming down with something which sucks. So sorry if my energy is a bit low. I hope you're all better than me. I did finish today's movie though, and it was an interesting watch. It's from 2010, it's called The Vampires, and it's a film from Belgium. It's actually a mockumentary about, I guess, a vampire clan? What do you call them? And it's a documentary crew that's following them. The film is meant to be a horror comedy, but it definitely pushes the line a lot. It has very interesting themes. It pushes the boundaries. It really does. And when it's brutal, it's super fucking brutal. So I think that this could be actually offensive in some regards. And the comedy, because of the way it's set up, you're not really sure if it's meant to be comedy. They don't really introduce the characters and give you that kind of setup before going straight into it, so it's very interesting in that respect. Also, I would like to point out, because I'm sure you guys are thinking the same thing as me, What We Do in the Shadows. That movie wasn't released till 2014, so it's very strange. It's almost like it could have been inspired by this. Obviously, What We Do in the Shadows is like, I don't even know what I'd rate that, like an 8 out of 10. That film is amazing. This film kind of drops a bit short there, but it is a lot more disturbing and, yeah, very disturbing in some aspects. And I don't think it's meant to be as disturbing. I think it's meant to be funny, but I found it quite disturbing. And who knows, in my, like, sick mind, maybe, like, actually sick, not, you know, my normal sick mind, I could have found it more disturbing than usual. What I liked about the film is it does play on some really interesting ideas about vampires. The daughter in the family, she wants to become human again, which I think is really interesting and cool, and something that I haven't really seen in vampire movies. I didn't really watch True Blood, so I don't know if that's like a thing in there. I've never seen Twilight. But I thought that was really interesting, and she's trying to like kill herself all the time because she just thinks that vampires waste their lives away because they live forever. And it's just a concept that I hadn't heard of, and I think it's very interesting that they can't feel everything that humans can feel. And I always felt like vampires were very superior to humans, so I like that idea within this film. It's very interesting, and yeah, something I definitely took away from the film. The characters are laid out pretty well in the family. They're all very distinct. But yeah, as I said, it does cross a lot of lines and barriers. I actually wasn't sure if I liked this film, but more I think about it, the more interesting it kind of was. It does skip over a lot really quickly. It's one of those films that has so much to explain and so much going on, because obviously it's explaining the whole backstory about, you know, these type of vampires, and they have very particular rules, so it kind of skips over a lot, and the storyline is very short within the family, but it does grip you the whole time, and it's just very interesting to hear about the information. I know all horror is obviously fiction, or most of it is fiction or based on a true story, but I really enjoyed like the background of this story and the world the fantasy world it made. It would have made a really cool book, I think, is what I'm trying to say. But overall, I quite enjoyed this film, but it just had some moments where I was like, what? That might be a bit too far. I'll leave that for you to discover, because I don't know necessarily if it is offensive, and it's not for me to say, but it definitely pushes a lot of boundaries, and that's in subject matter, but also the gore is pretty cool. That's a good thing, and it's not like overly gory, but it's brutal when it is, if you know what I mean, like in the context of the situation. So I'll leave that up to you guys to discover. You can check this one out on iTunes and YouTube for sure. I bought it on YouTube for like $4, so definitely recommend that. I'm sorry for the low energy. I really hope that I can sleep this off and I can feel better. But there is not a day off in 31 Days of Horror. So here I am, guys. I hope you're having a good day, and excuse my bedside manner. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Stay spooky. Bye.